Okay, Manny Machado got his first off day of the season. Now he's DH'd a few times, but Manny got his first day off. We talked about it. I go either give him Friday night off or give him Sunday off. Now they gave him Sunday because the Rockies stink. I'm so irritated with the. I can't believe how bad that organization is with players. It's just beyond belief. How do you be so bad? I mean, that's amazing to me. But anyways, they give Manny the day off, and that way he gets two consecutive day offs. And we know Manny had 4 for 6 against Colorado on between Friday and Saturday. He went 4 for 6 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Now take a look at his numbers. In September, he's 8 for 47. So he got half of his hits in the month of September in those two games on Friday and Saturday. He's 8 for 47, hitting 170 with a 220 on base percentage, a 447 slug, and a 667 OPS. And you take a look at his last 38 games. How about 188, 248 on base percentage, and a 289 slug? And then I brought up, because one of you listeners out there asked me to look up the numbers last week, I brought up in 48 playoff games, he's hitting 215. So can Manny find the stroke at the on this last road trip and the final homestand? Over the next 12 games, can Manny get back to being the Manny we saw early in the year? And can he carry it over in the postseason? Padres need that. If the Padres are going to go anywhere, Manny Machado's got to start swinging the bat. If not, then we're going to play a couple of wild card games, and we're going to talk about the general managers meetings, the winter meetings, spring training. What are the Padres going to do? Who are they going to sign? Who's going to walk? I mean, it could be over quick. It could be over quick. Manny's got to swing the bat. Fernando's got to swing the bat. Fernando hadn't had a great year. He's had a good year, but not a great year. I mean, those two guys got to carry the mail for the Padres. If they don't, then we're swimming upstream, folks. Now, a couple of other notes. Luis Arraez wasn't in the lineup on Sunday. He probably could have played. In fact, I know he could have played. He said yesterday he will be in the lineup, and I would imagine he will be in the lineup because the right-hand pitcher going to be on the mound for the Mets, Clay Holmes. But Saturday night, a bad throw in warm-ups in the ninth inning. They're getting ready to close out the game, and a bad throw ended up hitting Arraez in the left jaw, and he got knocked down. I mean, he got stunned pretty good. He was sitting on the ground and ended up coming out of the ball game. Now, he could have played yesterday, but they gave him the day off, which was fine. Xander Bogaerts, I don't know where he's at today. He could be in Arizona. I think he's probably in Arizona. Over the weekend, they brought in some minor league pitchers to throw to him. And then I think he was going to Arizona to work out and do some running and do some fielding. He started to take ground balls. And the Padres kind of alluded on Saturday that we could see Xander Bogaerts at some point in time on this road trip. And I would think it would probably be later in the week because they want him to go through some testing and see how he's running. Remember, he's got that left foot non-displaced fracture. He's trying to come back from fouling that ball off his foot a couple of weeks ago in Seattle. So hopefully Xander's going to be back in there. I can tell you right now, everybody bitch, moan, and complain about Xander Bogaerts. Padres are a hell of a lot better ball club when he's in that lineup. It just lengthens the lineup, and he plays a great shortstop. They really haven't given up anything defensively at this point in time. We've seen Iglesias there. We've seen Mason McCoy come in late in the ball game. He did get a start yesterday. Cronenworth's been getting his time over there at shortstop. But the Padres are a lot better when Xander Bogaerts is in the lineup, and he was having a pretty decent year swinging the bat as well. So there you have it. And then David Morgan. Man, you don't want to chip away at that bullpen. Morgan has been absolutely fantastic. Here's a guy that nobody knew about. They brought him up from Double-A San Antonio. David Morgan has been a blessing to this Padre ball club. I love David Morgan. Great competitor. I love the way he goes about his business, and he's on the IL right now. Kind of shoulder fatigue. They called it right shoulder inflammation. That's what it is, but he's never thrown this much in the pros. It's different in the big leagues, man. You're throwing a lot of tension. I mean, you got runners on. You got to make big quality pitches. So he's going to be on for a minimum of 15 days, and hopefully he can come back and pick up where he left off. But David Morgan's really done a really, really nice job